Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. First off, I want to say sorry about missing last week's video. I just started my fall semester of class and I've been a little bit busy with that. But moving on, let's jump right into it. We're going to be working on the Downspout right now today. And then also later on this weekend, I'm going to be picking up a new motorcycle. So I've got to go for a little bit of a drive to pick that up. So I might bring you guys with me, show you a little bit of Utah and show you my new motorcycle. So let's go grab a shovel and we'll jump on this Downspout. Okay guys, so this is what I'm talking about with the Downspout. So I have a 5-gallon bucket here, and where this chain is just sitting on the lawn right here, I'm going to dig this out the depth of the bucket and fill it with this bluish gravel right here, and then cut a hole in the bottom of the bucket so all the water that runs down this has somewhere to go, and then the chain won't just be sitting here. So I think it's going to look kind of cool and it's going to function. So let's grab a shovel and we'll start digging this up. All right, well, I'm down here grabbing the shovel. I'm going to show you guys this new berm I built. So it comes around this corner, and then there's the freestyle ramp that goes over the front yard. You can see I've started building some little jumps and a couple berms. So this is all just the start of the dirt bike track and freestyle ramp setup that I'm going to have up here. And with me going and picking up that new dirt bike this weekend, that's probably what I'm going to spend most of the weekend doing, is going riding. So I'll probably bring you guys along for a little bit of that, and I can show you some of these jumps around my house. Okay, first up, we're going to line this chain up perfectly straight, and then we're going to start digging around in the sod and the dirt and get a hole dug up where we can put this bucket. All right, so I'm already down to gravel. So I'm going to go grab the jigsaw. I'm going to cut this right on this line right here. Cut this handle off, and then we'll just set this down in there, and it'll just be a nice clean edge up against the grass. And then we'll fill this up with rocks. Well, this is what I was talking about. So you can see we got that filled with gravel. We got the changes going down in there. And then going all the way up. Okay, so it got really windy out there, so I'm gonna just talk about that chain downspout for a second. I've had a lot of people ask me questions about it. So the way that it works is the water just comes down out of the one spot just like a normal downspout, and then it just kind of like trickles down the chain. Now, things that I've noticed since I've had it, if it's windy outside and there's water running down it, it just blows the water right off the chain. It doesn't even go down it at all, which isn't a big deal right there, just on the front of the house. Now, I think it looks awesome, and the main reason I think it works out so good up here is if I had a downspout right there, it would basically cover the entire timber. So with the chain, you don't have to have anything attached to the timber, and it kind of looks cool. So that's why I decided to do that, and I think it turned out really cool with the little gravel at the bottom. But let's jump into the next thing that we're doing in this video. Let me know what you guys think about these new hats that I had made. So the Richardson hats, and then we got the leather patch with the Create 208 logo on there. These are super nice hats. Leave a comment below what you think of the design and the leather patch. Okay, so I think I might have found a place that has the rest of these battens that I need. So I picked up all this siding from Home Depot. It's a Truewood brand. And I haven't been able to get any more of these battens to finish up the siding. And since I want to get this place painted before winter, I found a place that should have some. It's about an hour away from here. So I'm going to drive down there, see if I can pick up the rest of the 22 battens that I need. Then I can get everything caulked and get everything ready for paint. And this stuff does come pre-primered, so it should be fine. But I really just want to get everything sealed up and painted before winter. There's also a little bit of trim work that needs to be done where we have this tongue and groove wood. So basically just around the doors need to be done, around the windows, and then there's a corner piece that needs to go on still. So I want to get all that stuff finished up before the weather gets too bad. And then I'll show you around this backside. So up here on the third row, you can see we got two little ones started there. but I got to go all the way down this still. So a few higher up battens need to be done right here. And over here on the back side, you can see that the whole second row basically needs to be done. So you can see a bunch of little bugs on there. Those aren't actually nail holes. But I'm thinking for future, I want to add a big header across here, probably at about 14 feet high or so. And then when I decide to do this lean-to off this side, with the roof coming down like this, I'll have something to attach all the trusses to. So I'm thinking I'll cut these ones back. I have some extra metal material from when we did the roof on the deck to put right there, and then that'll let the water flow down the siding and then on top of the roof when I decide to do that. So I'm thinking just in preparation, I'm gonna run probably a 2x10 or 2x12 all the way across there, and then I can do the siding to that. And then when I go to do this next year, all I will have to do is, you know, pour the concrete and stuff for the timbers. I'll do the same timbers to match the deck, and then I'll just have to run boards all the way across and attach them to the hangers that are gonna be over there. So that'll take a little bit of extra time to get that done, but I think it'll really pay off when the time comes. And I want something that I can park the tractor under over here, and maybe even my Jeep, keep it protected from the snow. So now I'm gonna go down and see if I can't pick up some more of these battens and start finishing this up. Since I'm going to pick up that new dirt bike tomorrow, I actually have a few parts to put on it. So we got the full wrap hand guards and the radiator fan kit. So in this week's video, I'm gonna be putting a little bit more dirt bike stuff in here and a little bit of riding. So let me know what you guys think about that. Leave me some feedback if you wanna keep seeing more of it or if it's too much. But yeah, I'm super excited to get this dirt bike and get this stuff on there. Okay, so it's Saturday morning. We are about to head down to Provo to pick up my dirt bike. Let's get going. I'll give you guys a full walk around when we get back to Idaho. Back with the new bike. So this is a 2021 Husqvarna FX350. So my last bike that I sold, it was a FC350, which is their motocross bike. So this one, it's actually a hybrid between their enduro and their motocross bike. So it's got a kickstand on it. It's got a little bit larger fuel tank. It's got an 18-inch rear wheel instead of a 19. Suspension set up a little bit different on it. So I'm gonna be getting a timber sled this year. So we'll be putting the track and ski on this bike. I'm super excited to try that out. Now this bike is used, it's got like 20 hours on it. I originally wanted to buy a brand new 2022, but I called every single dealership in Idaho and Utah, and I could not find one anywhere. So I didn't wanna wait and risk not getting one this year and this winter for the timber sled. So I found this one on Facebook, and the guy actually met me down in Provo. He came from Colorado, and this was one of the only bikes that was for sale. That was the FX350. So I'm super excited to try this bike out. It's also got an extra gear on it, or the motocross bike has a 5-speed, this has a 6. So on enduro trails and stuff like that, it should make it a little easier. So right now I'm gonna throw on the radiator fan kit and also these full wrap hand guards. So I'll throw you guys up on a tripod and get this stuff installed. All right, now that the hand guards are on, we're gonna work on the radiator fan kit. Now when you go on really technical single tracks on these 4-strokes and you're sitting in the same spot for a while, they start to get a little bit warm. So this radiator fan, you basically put like a little probe inside the radiator, and then you connect the fan to your battery, and then you have a digital display of your temperature of your radiator, and then you set that to a certain temperature. When the bike reaches that temperature, it automatically kicks the fan on and cools it back down to what you want it, and then turns it off. So pretty sweet, let's get that installed. I think that's a must-have if you're gonna be going on technical single tracks on a 4-stroke bike. There's the fan completely installed. So we got it mounted, and then we got all the wires tucked up in there and zip tied. And then you can see this right here. This is what reads the temperature. You put some thermal grease on there and then slide that in. And then this is where I decided to mount my display. So you can see it's 70 degrees right now, and then you can program this to turn on at whatever you want. So pretty sweet. Now I ordered a few more things for this bike. They'll be coming in the next couple days, and then we'll get that stuff installed. I got number plates, a skid plate, a new seat cover, a carbon exhaust guard, and a few other things. So let me know what you guys think about this dirt bike stuff, and if you like it, I'll keep making more videos on it. Now let's go ride this thing. All right guys, well here we are. Out riding the new dirt bike. We're over here at a local area. This hill right here is called the Dominator. It's pretty steep, so we're gonna try it out. We got Seth here. He's on his 2018 KTM 250 XC. This bike's super awesome. Trying out the new 350. It's doing super good. So we're gonna keep going up in these mountains on some single tracks and go test it out some more. So this is what we just came across. And I don't know if you'll be able to see with how smoky it is, but my house is just on the other side of this valley. That weighs a little bit on that first little mountain ridge. All right guys, well thanks for watching this week's video. I'm gonna unload my bike and get it all cleaned up. Drop it down in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the motorcycle content, if you want to see more or if there was too much of it in this video. And stay tuned because next week's video we're going to be working on the siding and getting the header across there like I talked about earlier. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.